Students, today we shall see the 14th group elements. So first one more question. The 14th group is group name is tetragen. Tetragen. Then it is carbon family. Now here what are the elements present in the carbon family? The first element is carbon. It is a non-metal, solid. Then next is silicon. It is semiconductor or metalloid. Then germanium. It is also metalloid or semiconductors. Then next is lead and tin, both are metals. So these are the five metals in 14th group elements. Now let us see the first two marks question in this 14th group is what is catenation? Two marks question. So now catenation is the tendency of carbon to combine with other carbon to form a long chain of compound is called catenation, and also it forms the chain of compound with not only with the carbon itself but also with other atoms like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur. So this is for catenation or two marks question. Then next is what are the condition for catenation? Because carbon forms millions of compound. Why? Because of this peculiar property of catenation. Now next three marks question, what are the condition for catenation? First condition, understand, one, the valency of the element should be greater than or equal to 2, because if you take carbon, its valence is 2 in the under grounded state and excited state 4. So no, first point. Second, it should have tendency to form bond with itself, that is carbon single bond carbon single bond carbon, like that it forms what, chain of compound, that is called, that is the second condition. Then next, the bond, that is the bond which forms, that we call as self bond, understand, should be as strong as bond with other elements. That carbon should be stronger, that is the meaning. It should be what, stronger than the other bond with carbon, either with oxygen, nitrogen, so on. Then next is, third is this kinetic inertness of the catenated compounds with the other compound. So these properties, understand, are reason for showing the catenatic or catenation behavior. So that is the three marks question. Now let us come for allotropes of carbon. First element, allotropes of carbon. In the beginning we have studied, that is various in p block elements, various allotropes of p block elements. Now here we are going to see the general what allotropes of carbon. But before that, carbon exists both in the native state as well as in the combined state. In the native state it occurs as in coal, then crude oil, understand, like that. But in the combined state, it forms carbonate ore for so many elements like calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, like that. In carbon is present in the combined form mostly as carbonate. That is the introduction. Now next is allotropy. What is allotropy? Already we have seen. It is allotropy is the same element which exists in different physical forms which have more or less different physical properties but more or less same chemical properties. That is called allotropy. Now let us see some of the example for allotropy of carbon. Generally the most common allotropic form of carbon is graphite and diamond, but apart from that there are three more allotropy of carbon, that is fullerene, then nanocarbon and graphene. So let us see one by one. Now first allotropic form of carbon is graphite. Now key point, it is enough to know the key point of each and every individual allotropic form. Now let us see graphite. Now it is the first one more question for NEET also. It is the most stable allotropic form of carbon, understand. So that is one first at room temperature and pressure. That is the first key point. What is that? Most stable. But most of them think that graphite is the most stable. It is a most hard allotropic form. But most stable means, one more question, both for public as well as NEET or entrance exam. The next it is a soft and conduct electricity. That graphite, one of the properties, soft and electricity. Then third, if you see the diagram, it is composed of flat two-dimensional sheets of carbon atom. Two-dimensional sheets of carbon atom. Then each sheet is hexagonal, which are attached through carbon and carbon by sp2 hybridized carbon atom. That is very, very important. One more question. That is, it is the hexagonal sheets are attached between sp2 hybridized carbon atom with carbon bond length. Then the next one more question in the same key point. The carbon bond C, its bond length in graphite is 1.41 angstrom unit, which is also closed to the carbon single bond carbon in benzene. Because if you see the diagram, like a hexagonal sheets, so hence it is like a benzene ring structure. Hence, if you compare that bond length of CC bond length in graphite with C bond C in benzene, it is almost equal. That it is 1.41 angstrom unit. Here 1.4 angstrom unit. Okay or not? Then next we know that each carbon, because the valence in carbon in the excited state only, the valency of carbon is what? 4. So out of 4 electrons, understand, each carbon atom forms 3 sigma bond. That is, CC bond is for 3 sigma bond. The 3 CC bonds are formed by bond with what? That is, the neighboring carbon atom with a single bond, it forms 3 sigma bond. Okay or not? Next, by using 3 valence electron, then the 4th electrons in the neighboring, understand, unhybridized, one is unhybridized orbitals, forms a pi bond. Forms the pi bond. This pi bond is a weak bond and delocalized throughout the sheets, two-dimensional hexagonal sheet. Hence, what will happen? It will be what? Delocalized through the these sheets. Okay or not? Then next, because of this delocalization of the pi electrons over these two hexagonal flat sheets, it is responsible. That is the two most question. Why the graphite, even though it is a non-metal, it is a good conductor of electricity, because it conducts electricity, and also used as a lubricant. This is the reason. That is delocalization of pi bond using the pi electron, understand, over the entire range of sheets, two-dimensional hexagonal sheet, which is responsible for the conductivity. Okay or not? Then the successive carbon sheet, then one more question finally, are held together by weak van der Waals forces, not strong van der Waals forces, by weak van der Waals forces. Okay or not? And the distance between the C bond C between the two hexagonal sheet is nearly 3.4 angstrom unit. Okay or not? So that is why this slide, because of this distance and weak van der Waals forces, the graphite is used as a lubricant oil also. That is also 2 marks. Why they conduct electricity? Second point, why they behave as a lubricant. So these 2 points, understand, pi electrons, pi bond delocalized over the sheets. Then second is they are held, each successive sheet will be held by weak van der Waals forces, and the distance between the two consecutive sheets is nearly 3.4 angstrom unit. This is the reason for conductivity as well as lubricant.